Hello everyone, I welcome you guys to my channel. In this video we'll be talking about how to accept loss as a trader. Okay, we'll be looking at how to properly accept a loss, how to accept the fact that you can be wrong. Okay, so that is what we're going to discuss in this video. This video is going to be very short, brief and straight to the point. This video is something that is very powerful. You're going to learn something from this video. Okay, you're going to understand how to accept the fact that you can be wrong. Now let's take this scenario. You've properly analyzed the market, you've studied, and then you've come up with a strategy that you're following, and then you are telling yourself that I cannot be wrong, I know what I'm doing, I'm a profitable trader, this strategy works. And then you click the buy or sell button, and then what happens? Price starts to retrace back into your stop loss. It becomes a problem. Something will happen. You will struggle with accepting the fact that you can be wrong. You will struggle with accepting the fact that that trade can actually hit your stop loss. So this is the thing that happens almost every time. Every trader passes through this stage, and it's something that we rarely talked about. The fact that we need to learn how to accept the fact that we can be wrong. Until we accept the fact that we can be wrong, you cannot become a profitable trader. That is just the simple truth. I'm sorry if that came out very blunt, but that is the truth. If you cannot accept that, the fact that you can be wrong, no matter how perfect your strategy is, no matter how powerful your strategy is, you can be wrong, you can make mistake. And your ability to accept the fact that you can be wrong, that is what makes you a profitable trader. Because when you accept the fact that this trade can actually hit your stop loss, this trade may not actually play out well, that is when you begin to enjoy the possibility of having successful trade that play out in your direction or in your bias. Okay, but if you struggle with accepting the fact that that trade needs to hit your stop loss, and then you begin to adjust your stop loss, you have not even started trading. And this is just the real truth, and that is just how it is. You need to understand the fact that no matter how perfect your strategy is, you can make mistake. Okay, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how to possibly handle that, how to make sure that you are accepting the fact that you can be wrong, and also how to come out from such problem. If you are experiencing this kind of issue as a trader, it is not something that is difficult to come out from. You can work your way out. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys tips, step-by-step guide on how to go about this. Okay, if you find yourself having the feeling that you cannot be wrong, adjusting your stop loss at whenever price comes closer to your stop loss, trying to touch your trade, try to adjust to certain things, okay, lacking discipline and rest of them, is something that you can come out from. Okay, I'm speaking from my own personal experience. Okay, so I just took this screenshot from online. Let me just show you guys the screenshot that I took, and I hope it's something that can actually help most of you guys. Okay, so this screenshot will actually help you guys to understand the fact that you can actually be wrong. So I'm going to share the screenshot right now with you guys. Okay, just give me a few minutes, let me get it for you guys to see. So this, I hope you guys can see my screen. I'm going to reduce my face a little bit. Okay, let me see if I can bring it up. Good. Let's look at this trading history. Okay, let's look at this trading history. If you look at this trading history very well, you understand the fact that this particular trading history tells so much about the trader. This is not a strategy problem. This is the fact that this particular history tells us that this trader is having the issue of what? Accepting the fact that he can be wrong. Okay, yes, because if you look closely, you find out that we have situations where price, whenever you see this red, it means that this particular trade hits stop loss. it means that this particular trade hits stop loss. It also means that this particular trade hits stop loss. Why these ones we are in what? We are in profit. This one we are in profit, it closed. But other ones, neither did they hit stop loss nor did they hit target. They were close at any point in the market. This is what we are going to talk about in this video. Okay, so now the truth is that if you keep doing this, you will end up blowing your account, because what will happen is that you will take a trade. Let me see if I can be able to show you guys something. What will happen is that when you take a trade and then price starts to trace back, let me just take this screenshot right now. When you take a trade, okay, price starts to do what? To retrace back into your stop loss. What happens? You begin to do what? Adjust, or you start to close the trade. You start to close the trade. That is not the best way of doing it. That is not the best way of doing it. So see what happens here. Let's take for instance, price comes into this level. You take a sell. Okay, you take a sell, and then okay, I think this is the only. And then what happens? Price, and then you put your stop loss here. Price starts to do what? Push into your stop loss. What happens here is that you touch your trade, and then let's say for instance your total risk on this trade is $10. Then price starts to go closer to your stop loss. You close the trade at -$8. And then what happens? Price didn't actually end up hitting your stop loss. It reversed very close to your stop loss and start pushing into profit. And then you re-enter again, and then you put your another stop loss here, probably $10 again, stop loss. Okay, so now price start to push back again into your stop loss. What happens? You touch your trade again and you have lost another what? Let's say this time around you lost $5. So 5 plus 8, you've lost total of that's around $13 on this particular trade by doing what? Touching your trade. Price have not hit your stop loss. It has not moved into profit. It's just ranging, playing around your entry. And because of the fact that you cannot be able to discipline yourself to hold on to that trade, you keep on touching the trade at every retracement, you will end up blowing your account before the trade goes in your direction. I know a lot of traders are passing through this stage right now. It is a common stage and it's something that we can handle, and that is the reason why I'm making this video, because we can handle this situation. So what you need to understand is that no matter how you touch your trade, price will move. And you need to understand the fact that no matter how perfect you are, or no matter how perfect that strategy is, you can always hit stop loss. You can make mistake. Just accept the fact that you can make mistake. And if you can come to the terms that you can accept, if you accept the fact that you can make mistake, then you'll be able to free yourself and accept whatever comes from the trade. You have said the fact that okay, fine, this trade could hit my stop loss. It is okay. Let it go straight and hit my stop loss. I will accept the fact that I can be wrong, I can make mistake, and that is a common thing. Then I'll look for another trading opportunity. Okay, and another thing is that if you have not properly understand your rules of engagement in any setup, that is another thing we struggle with. What is your rule of engagement? Some people, what will happen is that whenever price comes, whenever they take a loss on a trade, probably price hits their stop loss, what they will do is that they will enter immediately. Let's say for instance you take a sell from here, and your target is here, and then your stop loss is around here, and then price give you small profit, starts pushing back, give you small profit, okay, and then start pushing back, start to push back what? Into your stop loss, and then finally hit your stop loss. What some people will do is that they will enter a buy again. They will buy from here. Oh, it's going up. They will buy from here again. What you are doing right there is revenge trading. you don't actually follow a rule of engagement for your trade. You don't have a rule of engagement for your trade. Okay, so you either need more knowledge of more chart time, or you need a knowledge on how to draw up a trading plan for your strategy. Because if you are buying and selling at every point in time in the market, it means that you don't have a proper rule of engagement that you follow. That is why I keep on releasing free videos on this channel to help you guys to build up your chart time, to help you guys to understand technical analysis, because that is the bedrock of every profitable trader. You need to understand technical analysis to a point where you have now established a rule of engagement for every trade you take. Because you cannot tell me that you want to buy a particular asset based on your strategy, and then you end up hitting stop loss, and all of a sudden, immediately hitting stop loss, you are taking another buy or sell. It means that you don't have a rule of engagement that you follow. Now, there was a particular scenario. I'm going to give you guys instances of so many things. There was a particular scenario on AUD-NZD. Okay, there was a particular scenario on this AUD-NZD. I was supposed to take a sell from this point, from this high. Okay, I was supposed to take a sell from this high. This is a key level that price came to. I was supposed to take a sell. Now, I mistakenly took a sell from here. I mistakenly took a sell from this place. Okay, from around here. Yeah. Price gave me a little profit. Okay, but then I went back and reassessed my rule of engagement. I now realized that in my rule of engagement, I was supposed to wait for a bearish close on that key level and with a liquidity sweep. I now realized that this particular thing has not happened on this high. We have not gotten that particular point. It has not really done what happened on this high. Let me see if I can get this cycle. This video is not going to be edited. It's going to be raw, straight to the point. I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here to teach you something. Okay, so I'm supposed to do what? I'm supposed to sell from here. Okay, so because these two scenarios, we don't have a bearish close and we don't have a liquidity sweep, I just have to do what? Accept the fact that I am wrong. I accepted the fact that I am wrong. So when price hits my stop loss, I know that I am wrong. Now, that does not mean that I should just start buying immediately. If I'm doing that, what it means that I don't have a proper rule of engagement. What it means that I am revenge trading, because I'm not supposed to, based on my rule of engagement, I'm not supposed to buy here because I have a 4 points strategy that I follow: key level, harmonic pattern, liquidity sweep, and entry. So because this price hit my stop loss and I know that I've made a mistake, because I know that yes, it was a mistake, so I've accepted a loss, I'm not supposed to start looking out for buy because of the fact that it is not part of my rule of engagement. So now, as a trader, you need to understand that your rule of engagement is very important in coupling this issue of what? Impulsive decisions, indiscipline, and touching your trade at every instance of the market. So that was bringing us back into this was screenshots. So at every point in time, always assess your trading history, because it tells you more of the things you do as a trader. So I was able to get this screenshot online, and I was glad I was able to get this type of screenshot so that to show you guys how this whole thing plays out. Now, this trade, most of them would have actually hit profit, but because of the fact that this particular trader was touching the trade at every instance of the retracement, or every instance of retracement, or whatever that was going on, that is why the trading history is like this. So now your goal as a trader is three things. First, I want you, after watching this video going forward, what I want you to be doing is this: make sure that every loss you take, we're going to talk about position sizing also, but make sure that every loss you take has this red on it. If you're going to accept a loss on a trade, make sure that if you go to your trading history, you will see it as a red. I don't want to be seeing this. You see this one, this cutting of trade. No, accept the fact that you are wrong. Accept the loss. You need to come to terms that you can make mistake, no matter how perfect you are. accept it, accept that loss, accept that loss, let it come, accept it, let it go. Because if you keep adjusting your stop loss, what you mean that you are actually doing what? Distorting you're just distorting your progress. You are delaying your progress as a trader. So accept that loss, because if you accept that loss, it will give you the confidence that yes, I made a mistake, or yes, this was a valid loss. I have to look for another trading opportunity. And trust me, with a single win, you have already recovered the loss. With 1 to 3 risk to reward, you have already recovered the loss. But if you adjusted your stop loss and ended up having a bigger loss instead of having a smaller loss, when you are going to recover that loss, it will take you longer period of time. So the practical aspect of this video is, if you go into trading after watching this video, make sure that every loss you take in the market has this red on it. Now your win can have a green, or your win can have this one. It is fine, but I'm more concerned with your losses and the way you touch your trade. So if you go into trading after watching this video, make sure that your losses has this red on it. This one is not accepted. We can accept you closing in profit, and then we can accept you to trade hitting your target. So now position sizing is also very important. Most of the time we can make mistake. Most of the time we actually calculate the position size very wrongly. That is why I use laptop. Some people also have mobile app like position size calculator mobile, but I normally use the one from Forex Factory. Let me see if I can open that for you guys. I normally use the one from Forex Factory, my FS book, sorry. I use the one from my FS book, this particular one. I use this, if you go to the link, myfsbook.com, Forex calculator position size. So I have already bookmarked it on my, bookmark, so that whenever I come, I can easily do what? I can easily calculate it. Now let's look at what is happening here. Now if you come here, let's say for instance you are trading Euro USD, okay? Now your account currency is US dollar. Your account size, let's say you're trading a $5,000 or $50,000 account. How much percentage are you risking? Now you can swap this to money. If you're not okay with the percentage, you can swap it. Okay, fine, I'm risking let's say for instance I'm risking 2%. You have gotten the 2% of 50,000 naira. Let's say 2% of 50,000. Let me just do that quickly for you guys. $50,000. 2% is $1,000. Okay, so you've already worked out your percentage, so you can now swap this to money. So meaning that in this trade you're only risking what? $1,000. So stop loss in pips, how many pips is that? Do not approximate stop loss. Let's take for instance in this trade right now, let's say for instance you want to buy from here, and then your stop loss is around here. Let's say this is the place you want to accept the fact that you are wrong, okay, and then your target is this high, okay, and this is 1:2, which is beautiful. So now your stop loss here is 65.6. The pip stop loss here, let me see if I can increase this for you guys. The pip stop loss here, if you look close, you see it is 65.6. Do not approximate. Take that 65.6 and go back to your trading calculator. Go back to your trading calculator and do what? And enter it here as 65.6. And then I'm going to change this guy to AUDNZD. AUDNZD. Okay. So calculate 2.68 loss size. So you are risking 2% of $50,000, and the stop loss of the trade is 65.6. So you have accepted the fact that if this trade goes against you and hits, and it will take you out at $1,000, and you have accepted the loss. If you have not accepted the fact that you can lose $1,000 in the trade, you don't need to enter that trade. So now what happened is that you've now taken your position size calculator and we calculated it to say, okay, fine, no matter how this trade will go, if it goes against me and take me out at this point, I've accepted the loss. There will be some time when price will do what? We come here, push back into this level, keep pushing into this level. Now this is a point where a lot of people will start touching their trade. a lot of people will start touching their trade. Or what happens is that price will come very close to your stop loss. They will now adjust their stop loss. Now, instead of losing $1,000, you are now exposing your account to $1,500. What happened? Price will now, suppose I'm taking you out, you keep adjusting. As you keep adjusting, you are exposing your account. Now, this is a very wrong thing to do. You have not accepted the fact that you can be wrong. No matter how perfect you are, no matter, even if you are an influencer, even if you are somebody that everybody look up to, you are not trying to prove anything to anybody. Bro, you are wrong. Accept the fact that you are wrong. Accept the loss and move on. Because if you keep adjusting, you are denying yourself to becoming a profitable trader. So the practical aspect of this video is accepting the fact that this trade can come here, hit your stop loss, and you take you out at $1,000, and that is very beautiful. Now, it does not mean that you should take a sell immediately, because if you are doing that, it means that, like I said before, you don't have a proper rule of engagement that you follow for your trade, and it's something that you need to work on. So, and the next part of this whole thing is for you now to understand the fact that another thing you can as well do that will help you to also come to get this right is you can join a mastermind group. Okay, I don't have one at the moment. Probably I might think of opening one for you guys. It depends on how many people that watch this video. I might think of opening one. The mastermind group is a group that is strict discipline, where every week every member of the group will have to post their trading history. Okay, you will say, okay, fine, this is the accounts I'm bringing to this group. This is the account I'm trading, and this based on what the group have stipulated and the account size of how many percentage of account size they will be risking. This is how many percent I'll risk on this account. So at the end of the week, you will now send screenshots of the trade you took on that particular account based on what has been stated on the mastermind group. Now, any member can access any member trading history. So if they find out that your own trading history, you went against what has been stipulated, you will be removed from the group. Okay, so these are disciplines that can go up on mastermind group. You'll be removed from the group, meaning that you cannot partake again. You may reapply next month. So throughout that month, you have been removed from that mastermind group. So it helps to instill discipline. I might think of opening one for you guys. It depends on how many people that will watch this video, or probably maybe in the nearest future I will do that. Okay, so it helps also. It helps to instill discipline, because it is not about the strategy, guys. Most times strategies are good, but it's all about discipline and patience. You can see this trading history. It tells a lot about the trader, and it's something that happens every time. You try to assume that price is going to hit your stop loss. Therefore, let me just close this trade. You've already assumed. You're not the market maker, bro. You're not the market maker. You don't know where they're going to move the price. It might come closer to your stop loss. At the end of the day, reverse, you start even hitting you out. You've already lost $100. And then it moves up again. You take another buy. What happened? It started to trace back into your stop loss. You close again. Another $200 lost on a single trade. And you keep doing that every time. It happens. I'm talking from experience. I am not perfect. So you need to understand the fact that no matter how good you are, oh, this guy is a profitable trader, this guy they make money, this guy is good, he trades beauty, he makes a lot of calls, he's good at, you can make mistake. And if you cannot accept the fact that you can be wrong, you are denying yourself of becoming a profitable trader. That is the last word I have for you guys on this video. I promise you guys that this video was not supposed to be long, but it's going to 24 minutes. I'm going to end this video right now. So the takeaway from this video is trading psychology and how to building yourself and how to understand the fact that how to accept loss as a trader. The proper way of accepting a loss and becoming a profitable trader. So this is one of the powerful trading psychology videos you see on YouTube. Okay, and I want you to watch this video, go back and practice what I've told you. Like, I take away from this video is, if you are taking a loss on a trade, if you go to your trading history, I want to be seeing this. This is what I want to be seeing. This red, that is what I want to be seeing. This red, this is good. This is good. I need to see less of the red and more of the green. not these ones are closing. Now I'm very happy that I was able to get this type of screenshot online to show you guys how to do this. And believe you me, if you can be able to do this consistently, no matter how many losses you take, bro, you will see that if you have a good trading strategy, you will see that you win more than you lose. And accept the fact that you can be wrong. You can be wrong. And it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, guys. It's not a bad thing that you are wrong. Come on. So it does not mean that you should adjust your stop loss, or you're not proving anything to anybody. Guys, okay, I love you guys and I wish you guys all the best. So I'll be releasing subsequent videos on trading psychologies, on practical ways of improving yourself as a trader. And I hope you got value from this video, by the way. I hope you got value from this video. So please, if this video helped you in any way, please, I will suggest, see what I need you to do for me. If this video helped you in any way, please like the video, share the video, okay? Because you may be helping somebody else. Maybe somebody may be having this kind of problem. By sharing the video or by liking the video, it will help the algorithm to move the video to people that could get, value from this video. So please do it, okay? So summary: if you're taking a loss in a trade, make sure that it's in the red, okay? It's hitting the red. You could join a mastermind group. Accept the fact that you can be wrong. Also, learn more technical aspect of trading. Learn about key levels. Learn about liquidity sweep. Learn about entries. Look at your rule of engagement. Draw up a plan. Are you following your plan? Okay, are you following your plan? So whenever you want to take a trade, ask yourself, are you following your plan? And if you end up taking a trade and it didn't go well, accept the fact that you can be wrong. Okay, and then also position sizing. Position sizing is a very powerful thing, and it's something that I want you guys to be doing. Anytime you're taking a trade, use my FS book like I showed you guys. Always calculate your risk. Always. Do not assume, and do not approximate your pips. Stop loss pips, do not approximate it. Always put it the way it is and calculate your risk, and then take your trade. I hope you got value from this video. Like I said before, share this video so that others can benefit from the value of this video. And I love you guys and I wish you guys all the best. And this will be all for now, guys, and then bye for now, guys.